A few more days in the week. Guys, thanks so much. And the intelligence community is generally apolitical, as we said, but Brennan has been one of the president's harshest critics, regularly making appearances, media sounding more like a far-left pundit, of course, than a former spy chief. Joining me now, someone's been very critical of Brennan, Congressman Ron Desantis, the Republican nominee in Florida's gubernatorial election. Congressman, is this fair to revoke a security clearance? I mean, John Brennan, the list of jobs, Congressman, he's had for the government, and he's just trying to protect the United States, don't you see, from perpetual Russian interference, from the puppet known as our current president. I mean, that's basically what he said today.
Oh, of course, he's just this great public servant. Please, first of all, he shouldn't have a security clearance, even if he did do a good job and even if he had been apolitical. But his conduct, I think, has been a joke. I think it's damaged the intelligence community. And his tenure as both the national terrorism chief, but then also at CIA, was very unproductive and disastrous. He did not do a good job identifying ISIS as a rising threat, and of course was somebody helping to facilitate the disastrous deal with Iran. So his performance wasn't good. So I don't think he would be a guy you would even want to get advice from, even if he wasn't such a partisan hack. But the fact that he launches those wild accusations on Twitter, it's just not conduct becoming of somebody who's been in those high positions.
Well, I have to say a short while ago, on this was on CNN, Anderson Cooper interviewed Michael Hayden about all of this, and he had this to say about Brennan's effectiveness.
It was personal, and it was vindictive, and frankly, I think it was an overall judgment that John was being somewhat effective. The White House just messaged the entire American intelligence community: if you stand up and say things that upset the president or with which he disagrees, he will punish you.
I first thought he was in a prison there. They actually sent a camera crew to Dulles Airport. He's like on the way to vacation. That's how important it was for CNN to get him. But he said it's a sign that he was being somewhat effective. At what? Undermining the president? What the heck is he effective at? He lied to Dianne Feinstein. The CIA spied on a Senate committee, the computers of a Senate committee. He lied about it. He shouldn't have a security clearance just for that fact. Where's Dianne Feinstein when you need her help? Go ahead.
I know. And the thing is, this idea that the intelligence community, you're sending a message to them, it's not the role of the intelligence community, particularly people who are active now, to be launching political attacks. They're supposed to be, many of them are professional, but the idea that you're an activist as an intelligence official, that is not the type of intelligence that we want. We want people who are apolitical, and obviously we've seen in the whole fallout of this Russia thing, when you have people like Brennan, when you have people like Peter Strzok, when you have people like Andrew McCabe who are behaving politically, that really distorts some of the powers, the use of some of the powers that the government has.
Congressman, on a separate issue, today Governor Andrew Cuomo from New York made a comment that made me stop in my tracks, and it's part of the Democrats', I think, desire to turn out the vote, get people registered. Oh my gosh, you got to, and they're freaking out, I think, because they see the economy riding so high, and they still have to create a sense of panic. But this is what he said. Let's watch.
We're not going to make America great again. It was never that great. We have not reached greatness. We will reach greatness when every American is fully engaged.
The president just tweeted out, can you believe that this is the governor of the highest tax state in the United States, Andrew Cuomo, having a total meltdown? He just literally tweeted that. Your reaction to that? He kind of tried to clarify, I guess, apologize. He apologized. The Congressman, your reaction, really quick.
Well, it's just absurd. I mean, some of the great things that the United States has done, we've done things that no other country's done. I think the country's a great country. I think we're on the right track now, more so than we were the last 8 years. New York is on the wrong track, and people are fleeing his state because of his bad policies.
Congressman, thanks so much.